I want to give you 3 easy steps of how to automate your trading here in 2025, because then you know your eventually, because too emotional, too many other things to do. You have too much on your mind. You flip positions, you go long and then you go short. You use too much leverage. Dude, I've been there. We've all been there. Don't worry. It's not your fault. These markets are not for everybody, and 95% of traders lose. So you need to approach it in a better way. And I don't need to tell you that. You already know there's a better way to approach trading. And how do you approach trading differently in a better way? Well, you remove the thing that's killing you. The thing that's killing you is your emotions. The thing that's killing you is maybe you're in a position and it's the right position, dude. And then you flip it and you go to the wrong position. Maybe you're using too much leverage. You're probably using 40x leverage, dude. Don't do that, please. Warren Buffett says smart people do not use leverage. If you're smart, you don't need it. If you're dumb, you shouldn't be. You should. This man right here, Jim Simons, he's the best in the world at algorithmic trading. He recently passed. He ran up a $31 billion net worth off of algorithmic trading. What is algorithmic trading? It's the process of looking in the data, being a data dog, and figuring out, hey, does this actually work in the past? If it works in the past, it's much more likely to work in the future. Okay. So 3 simple ways, easy steps to automate your trading. This is all you got to do, dude. If you want to take a screenshot, please do. This is my RBI system that you use on every single day. I get me, how do you keep going? How do you stay motivated? I have a system that I just keep going to back and back to it. I built this system for myself, but I want to share it with you. The process of automating your trading is 3 simple steps. It starts with research of trading strategies or alpha generation techniques. Then you back test those to see if they actually work in the past. Testing is the process of looking at past data to see if your strategy that you're running right now actually works. If it does, it's much more likely to work in the future. It's not guaranteed, though. It's not guaranteed. So just remember that. This is hard work, but it's very doable. And if you're trading right now a strategy that doesn't work and you're doing it by hand, it's double not going to work. RBI, research back test. If it works, okay, cool. Stash it for a bit. Mix it with small size. That's the I. So first you research and then you back test. See if it actually worked in the past. If it works in the past, it might work in the future. I've shown hundreds of people how to do over 1,700 free tutorial. Glad you found me. You're clearly a smart person. I don't have to do that. So you can see, hey, you found me. I love 777. That's past love, good vibes. Research back. 3 simple steps, dude. And I want to go to you what I'm today. So as you know, I've been working on these liquidations here. These liquidations here are very interesting to me. I can see every single person's position here. So let me go ahead, and I had to restart my computer, but let me go ahead and run this. Python, okay, 3 perk, yes. I need to conda activate HL. Don't let this be intimidating to you, dude. I also didn't start coding until I was 30 years old. So I can see everybody's positions on Hyperliquid, so I'm building a bot to trade based off of this. If I can see everybody's positions, then I can trade better than anybody who can't see anybody's positions, right? Yes. Did you see that? Did you see that? Okay, everything is short here. There's a $13 million liquidation here. And you can also see that over on my left side. It says 10.92. This guy's about to get licked for $10.92 million. But he might be a liquidator. So he's using 40x leverage. That's too much. That's a problem that many people have. And it's just because you're down bad. You're down bad and you want to make it all back in one trade. Okay, I get it, dude. We all get it. We've all been there. Okay, so don't blame yourself, man. It's part of the game. This guy has lost $87,000 in one day. He's up $1.8 million on the yearly though. So he's long here. And okay, let's go ahead and look at the long ETH position here. 25x leverage. He's 4.04% away from once you learn how to code. I'll show you how to code. I'll show you how to do all that, dude. Don't worry about it. It's really not that hard. It's not harder than learning how to trade. I promise that. If you learn how to trade profitably, dude, you can code. This coding is way easier. Coding is way easier than being a profitable hand trader. Damn, this guy's up big, 18 million. So they're both long. Interesting. He's down 164%. So I think he's a liquidator, meaning he took over somebody's position. At 12 million, this is see what it's looking like and see where these liquidation points really are. So you can see I mark them down. This is his lick point is 81,639 on BTC, and I think BTC kind of controls the market. 81,369. Damn girl fine. Damn girl fine 369. Shit. And it's 639, you dyslexic mofo. Every single day I embarrass myself with my dyslexia or what. 369, damn girl fine. I just wanted to say that, I guess. So you can see here, this is a $10.9 million liquidation. So I'm building a arbitrage spot today basis. What is statistical arbitrage? What is statistical arbitrage? Going long and short based off of two different assets. So, well, that's what I go long and short. Well, my bot I built yesterday gonna long these short, so it should be longing BTC and shorting ETH here. Moment, I want updates to it. So what do I want to do? I want the trigger to go off when there's a
have than me. You much smarter than me. But if we tread
no liquidation, there's size and just bounce for a bit. I think it's asking for this guy.
It's really simple.
Said, this guy might know something. No. He might know something we don't know. Yes. He might know something we don't know because his P&L curve is much better than most, dude. Anyways, let's go ahead and just start jamming out, code out everything. Don't get intimidated by this stuff, dude. I got the boot camp that will teach you everything, but I also have a free resource. You can see here. I want to give you free stuff. My whole RBI system, the roadmap to being an algorithmic trader. It's free. Moondev.com. TradeBot, roadmap, TradeBot, Discord community, frequently asked questions. Raise your hand. RBI system. I just in the 3 steps, the 3 simple. There's mad, dude. There's mad everything. Let's get every day. Moondev.com, that's free. Okay, you asked for it, I gave it to you. Now let me just code for the rest of the day. I just code over the shoulder, so it's just over the shoulder code, dude. Let's go close. Copy and then paste. Okay, copy and then paste. Lick stat arb. What do I want to do with this one? Well, on licks. Stat arb. Licks. Okay, so this is a similar file to the other one, but wait. Where's my voice at? My voice flow thing is gone. Damn, bro. Where'd my voice go? Conda activate HL. Okay. I don't run. Yeah. Conda activate HL. Okay. Python. Oh, no. Python run. Yeah. I need a CD up into this. B. CD up into it. Okay. Now run it. Okay. So I just had to restart some things because I had to restart my computer, dude. It is what it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep it pushing here. I got to get my voice flow back. Whatever my voice commands is, I can never remember the name of the thing though. Flow Pro or something. Whisper. Bad name. Sorry, B. Bad name. Hey, shorty, you good? Nah, my whisper flowed down, dude. Whisper flowed down. No way am I typing. So that's crazy, bro. Whisper flow. Let's get you open somehow. We might have to type today. We might have to type today. Fam, I can't. I don't know if my voice keeps cutting out. Shit. I'm sorry, dude. GM. What's up, fam? My voice is cutting out. Okay. Oh, my bad, bro. I hope it stays the same. I mean, I hope it fixes itself. This is not financial advice as always. Let me go ahead and grab my settings here and see what's going on with my voice cutting out. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so my voice keeps cutting out and it is what it is. I don't know what's going on with my whisper flow. Hey, dude, where are you? Where are you, dude? Where are you? Whisper flow, bro. Open. All right, maybe she'll join us later. I guess I have to raw dog this again. I gotta type. I used to not type. Okay, that's fine. So the difference of this one, this is similar to the lick stat arb.py, but this time we are going to enter based on enter after big liquidations. That's it. It's all. I actually feel like I don't know how to type anymore. So shout out to them for building something that changed my life. Shout out to them for changing my life with that voice control because I literally am sitting. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's type it out then. F it. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let's look at the MM02 here and let's type in API get liquidation data here. Get recent liquidations. Okay, so I started trying to talk. Hey there. Okay, I gotta type, dude, so I gotta remember how to type. Please go ahead. File to see how we get recent liquidations from the API, and then also put a constant at the top of this file that allows us to put a minimum our liquidation threshold that will then be our guide of when to trigger the entry of this bot. Everything else will stay the same in this lick stat or lick .py file, but we will add the above functionality to only enter the two-sided trade if the recent licks are above the threshold, for now, you can put that at 300K. Why 300K, dude? I don't know. That just seems like a good amount. That's a good amount, right? 300K. Okay. Go ahead and copy this over here, and then we're gonna lick statarb licks. Okay, we already got it, dude. Get this up out of here because we don't want it. Lick statarbs. Okay, lick statarb lick. Lick statarb lick. Lick statarb licks. A little crazy, but okay. So please go ahead and look at this file to see how we get recent liquidations from the API, and then also put a constant at the top of this new file. New file at lick statarb licks. Lick statarb licks. That allows us to put the liquidation threshold that will then be our guide of when to trigger the entry of this bot. Everything else will stay the same in this lick statarb licks, but we will need the above functionality to enter the two-sided market. That's it. That's the whole bot. Okay, that's it. That's the whole bot, dude. So fire. Fire. 3 easy steps. So, RBI, research, backtest, implement. This guy's about to get licked, fam. 10.94. It looks like it's moved away. The price has gone up a bit. That is probably it, dude. That is probably it. I'm actually with these tripping without being able having to type again.
Just
that's
decide
archaic,
what
if
it's
you're
going
still
to be,
typing, dude,
who you're
it's
going to
archaic.
be, how you're going to do it. Just decide, and then from that
If
point,
you're still a typer,
the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go
Stop
around
typing.
stuff. You know.
Please don't type anymore, please. Please, fam. Please. Don't type anymore. I know you're watching me type, but please don't type anymore. 300,000. Okay. I'll look at how the liquidations are fetched in MMO2. Okay. And add that functionality lick.arb licks. Good. I'll add the liquidation threshold constant and modify the entry logic to check for recent liquidations. Thanks. I've made the following changes to lick.arbs. Added the new constants. Okay. Added the get recent liquidations from the MMO2, but modified it to track liquidations per token. Redirect links by token. Print liquidation summaries for each token. Modified the enter position function. Okay. Check recent liquidations before attempting entry. Only enter if the liquidations exceed the threshold. For long entries requires significant short. So we don't need to worry about the long or short liquidations. I just want total liquidations, as this will be working off of a stat arb model. So we will be going long and short at the same time. So we just want the total licks here that come from the API. No specific symbol. Just the total. And then we enter both positions like we already had it set up. Yes, that's it. Yo, fam, I'm sorry, but I gotta get my voice thing back. I don't know how to get it back. I'm opening the file here, dude. Whisper Flow, it's right here. Am I missing something? Maybe I need to update it, no? download it. That's what I'm gonna do. Duh. Duh. Bro. Whisper Flow. Download this hoe again. I'm not doing that one. No way. Ref dot. Effortless voice dictation. Download for Mac again, please. Silicone. What do I have? Yes. I have a silicone. I'm about to buy a new one because I had to restart my computer today and I did not like that. So if I gotta restart my computer, then you know it's time. Whisper Flow. Let's replace that hoe. Can't because Whisper Flow item is in use. She ain't working though. Where's it in use at? Where's it in use? Let me go ahead and let you know that this is not financial advice. Let me look at my running. Let's try force quit. Yeah. That's not. It's not in use, dude. I don't see it. I try to force quit it, but it's not in use. You can see it right here. I can't install it because it says it's not in use, or it is in use, but it's not. It's not in there. Huh. What a weird thing, huh? What a weird issue of the day, but we like issues. We like issues, dude. We're devs. We're data dogs. So we do. I'm gonna delete it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do first. I'm just gonna delete the app here. Cause this is mission critical low key. Low key, dude. Mission critical. Cause it's open. It ain't open. I can't even throw it in the trash because it says it's open. All right, let's ask ChatGPT because I know she probably knows. All right, so I got this Mac app here. It's called whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I can't open it for some reason. I'm trying to open it to use it, but it won't open. Okay, but then I try to delete it and re-download it, but it won't or re-download because it says it's open. I looked at my force quit on my Mac, but it doesn't show on that file, so it's super weird because I can't delete it. I can't reinstall it because it says it's open, but then it's not open anywhere. I can't force quit it or anything like that. Is there another place I can access it to do some debugging or something?
Yeah, that can be frustrating. Sometimes apps get stuck in a weird state. One thing you can try is checking the activity monitor. You can open it by searching for it in Spotlight or finding it in the Utilities folder under Applications. Look for the app's process there, and if you find it, force quit it from there. If that doesn't work, you can try restarting your Mac. Sometimes a simple restart clears out any stuck processes. After that, you should be able to delete and reinstall the app. If you're still having trouble, you can use Terminal to kill the process. Open Terminal and type psaux grep app name to find the process.
You are a freaking darling, shorty. Thank you. You are a darling. You a good girl. You a real good girl. Thank you. We back. We back. 159 words per minute. Okay, let's just do a little typing test. Just to see like if this is actually faster. So you can see here, this is my typing speed with that. And let's see what it is without it. Fuck. I usually start over when I do that, but see, fam? That's why I gotta have it. That's why I have to have it. 67 words per minute at my absolute fastest. No, at my absolute fastest, I'm 70 words per minute. So if I can 2x my speed, dude, yeah, of course I'm gonna debug this for an hour. I'll debug this bitch for an hour, dude, because it's so much faster. 65. And bro, to be honest with you, let me tell you this. I started to learn a code about 4 years ago, and I was in tech for 15. I don't know. I'm 35 years old, and I could say I've been in tech for at least 15 years, probably longer. Anyways, for the first 10 years, I didn't know how to code. I was just hiring people and running up apps and stuff based off of developers, off Upwork and whatnot. And when I got into algorithmic trading, once I had the idea, at least, I met somebody that was trading $1 billion a day, and I didn't even trade that much, dude. I didn't. I was a trader, and I was trading too big of a size for emotional trading. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is the better way. I gotta figure this out. But I knew I had to learn how to code, and I'm like, fuck this again, dude. Dude, it was just like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna hire somebody on Upwork, and that's how it always happened. I would try to code for like a month or whatever. And anyways, for algo trading, I knew I had to learn how to code for this because, like anything, it's an iterative process. And Jim Simons always says that. He always says that. He's like, you just gotta make your system better and better and better and better and better and better. Anyways, I was watching YouTube videos. I was watching Udemy, trying to code, dude. Trying to watch the video and code out everything because I believe you need to code everything out.
I don't care how good you are in anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody.
Right.
4 hours a day.
Nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
I mean, discipline is doing what you hate to do, but
Do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do that, you can be successful in anything.
You know, you normally are.
Discipline, dude. 4 hours a day. That's all. That was my trippy kit. But looking at these YouTube videos on my iPad, I locked in. I went and got a co-working space, $250 a month, just to go somewhere else so I could just learn this stuff, learn how to code, dude. But I was looking at the iPad, typing on my laptop, and watching these videos, trying to type out everything because I feel like your fingers can learn it before your mind can learn it. At least that's how I learn things. I go and try to figure it out. Anyways, I was looking at the iPad and then having to pause it and then look at my keyboard to finger peck it. Dude, I went to that website and my typing speed was like 20 words per minute. 20 words per minute. I was like, damn, dude, before I even learn this coding stuff, I need to learn how to type. For real. I gotta learn how to type. Damn. All right, let's lock in, dude. I used to sit here for hours. I switched my 4 hours a day to this, dude. Nah, I didn't do 4 hours of this, but I remember some weekends, like, we have like a date day set up and stuff. And I'd be like, nah, I gotta get to my goal of 50 words per minute or whatever, 40 words per minute. You know, every day, every week, it would get better and better and better, higher and higher and higher. But dude, I ruined some days for us because I was just in here autistically going after it, trying to get from 20. I was trying to get to 70. I finally got to 70, dude. I got to 70 words per minute, and I didn't have to look at the keyboard anymore, which is the most important thing, because when you're learning something from an iPad and you're typing on a computer, dude, you got to be able to watch the videos to see the code and then type. I wasn't able to do that. So before I learned how to code, I had to learn how to type. And I was 30 years old on a computer my entire freaking life, dude, without knowing how to type. I got it up to 70 words per minute, and then this little app changed my life, and now I'm at 159 words per minute. So YOLO. That's why I spent a little bit of time on that today. Okay. So let's read through what it updated here. I understand now. We just want the total liquidations across all symbols to trigger both entries at once. Yes. Since it's a StatR model, let me simplify the liquidation check. I've simplified the liquidation logic as requested. Here are the key changes. Modify get recent liquidations to only calculate and return the total liquidation amount across all symbols. No longer separate between long and short liquidations. Return a single number representing long total liquidations in USD. Updated managed positions to check total liquidations before attempting any entries. Only proceed with entries if total liquidation exceed the threshold. Keep the same StatR logic for entry, both positions at the same damn time. Good. Simplified try, enter position. Okay. To remove individual symbol liquidation checks, just handle the entry mechanisms since liquidation check is done at a high level. The bot will now check total liquidations across all symbols. If total liquidations is over 300K liquidation threshold, it will enter both positions if we have no positions. Enter the opposite position if we have one position. Just monitor if we have two positions. Continue to use the same stop loss, take profit logic. Perfect. This aligns better with the StatArb approach since we're using the total market liquidations as a trigger for the paired trades rather than looking at individual symbol liquidations. Okay. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me, Doodoo Berry. Let's go ahead and do. Highlight threshold, liquidation threshold, perfect. Liquidation threshold's perfect. You're perfect. 777, much love to you. Did you see this flip by the way? By the way, did you see this flip for a second? Maybe it was an error on the coloring. I don't know. Here's all the code, fam. Let me scroll through it real quick so you can see it all. I believe code is a great equalizer. I believe this is much bigger than algo trading. I believe that I don't need $31 billion. I would rather share the wealth, dude. I think me alone is just, I'm just me, dude. I'm just me. I'm just me locked in every single day. So I'd rather you see everything here. If you lock in, dude, then you see everything I know, and then we can lock in together here. Discord, we got it in the link below. That's a good idea too, dude. Close all positions safely here. Okay, I'm just gonna keep scrolling through this code so you can see it all real quick. Get recent liquidations. This is an important part here. So 1,000 liquidations. Okay, that's probably gonna be enough. Damn, I hope it's enough at least. I think it should be enough. Yeah, it should for sure be enough. Manage liquidation, manage positions here. This is how I manage the positions here, dude. Total liquidations and get recent liquidations. Okay. Try enter position. Yes. Main. Okay. Fetch from. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this does, dude. Let me see here. Let me just go ahead and run it. Moondev liquidation analysis bot starting. Okay. No positions from API. Let's run it back. There we go. Now it's looking good. Okay, this is scheduled every 15 seconds. I need to go ahead and find an account I can run this on, okay? Let's check out this one right here. July 4th, yeah. July 4th. Julio 4. It's not bad actually. What? What? Hmm. Ba da 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 da. Okay, I'm just gonna use that one then. So let me go ahead and grab the key real quick. Um, July 4th. Can't show you my private keys. Don't show your private keys, bees. Please don't show your private keys, dudes. Hold the reveal. Okay, I got it now. And now I'm gonna put it into my .env and I can't show you that, B. Not financial advice. Okay, let me close this before I come back. Did you read it, bro? Did you? You hope you read that. Rewind. Rewind if you didn't read it, please. Please, 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 fam. Please, please, please. All right, so we got the bot finished. I showed you all the code. Now I want to go ahead and grab this and just test it for a few days, you know, because most things don't work, but hey, some do. That's all that matters, dude. I'm wrong enough that I'm right. I'm wrong enough that I'm right, and that's that. That's the game. That's the game of life, really. That's the game of life. You gotta get enough shots up. If you don't get enough shots up, you ain't gonna be nobody ever. You can't just do the same thing every single day and expect to
If you
get
want a
more
pair of
results.
shoes and they're at the store, they're really at the store. You just don't have it yet. It ain't like that shit don't exist. It's just really at the store. That's how I looked at my whole life. If I want it, if I believe I can have it,
Then that's my
then that's my reality.
It's my reality, dude. I am my reality. And you are your reality. July 4th. July 4th. July 4th. MMMP. Okay, that's time. Time PM. Okay. Time PM out. That's it. Okay, let's back out of here and let's say screen S. July 4th. Okay, let's say CD up into. Oh, I gotta put the code in there, cousin. Shit. Licks.org. Okay, let's go ahead here and say MM25. MM25. I gotta make sure the key is in there. Don't show it to you though. I can't show it to you though. Oh, it's called July 4th. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Life is beautiful. So that end that starts at E0. Okay, perfect. So let's go over to the licks that are licks here. Let's put in that key, and then we should be off, bro. We should be off. CDMM25, and then we're gonna conda deactivate because I'm a noob and I put it right on the thing like that. Python lick stat r licks dot py. Okay. Is it running, bro? Are we live? We are live. We are live. We are live. Wow. Fam, that was fast. What time is it? They ain't even awake yet. My West Coast family's not even awake yet. Not even here yet. Where are they? Okay. Let's go ahead here and say beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So one below, and we'll say July. Too many requests. Wow. Too many requests. Okay. Nah, I'm gonna do this better then. I'm just gonna put it so you can't tell me too many requests, dude. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me anything. I promise you, you can't tell me anything. If anybody can tell you anything and change your life, dude, don't let it happen, dude. You got your vision. You have to follow your vision. Nobody's gonna believe in your vision except you. Don't tell anybody your goals. No way. Fuck them. This is all you, dude. All you. Every day you gotta lock in and chase what you want. Nobody's gonna give you anything for free. Except me. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm giving you nothing either, dude. I'm just giving you my ideas. But at the end of the day, you gotta bring your own ideas to this. You can have the whole roadmap and everything. Moondev.com is free. $66.34. 66.34. 166.34. It's free on moondev.com, dude. It's for the free. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Very good. Very good. Okay, sick. All right, dude, we got this. We already have something launched for the day. I gotta write my notes down so I know exactly what it does. This is liquidation stat arb like above, but with the licks are coming through, but with the 300k threshold before entering. Okay, that's slick, bro. Let me go ahead and get this on GitHub. This is for members only though, so I'm sorry if you're here and you're not a member. Get add. Okay, let's say git commit. Git commit. Liquidation stat arb with a liquidation trigger mine. A liquidation trigger mine. Shit, dude. Get push. I hope you didn't end that. I hope you didn't end that. Damn, I'm getting hella errors though. Is the problem. Found active positions. I'm just gonna throw some sleeps up in this hoe. Time.sleep 0.5. Just gonna sprinkle these in. She's acting bad off that gin, dude. Sprinkle some sleeps with it then. They're gunning for this. Oh, is he gone? Is he out of here? No, he's right here. 2 point. He closed some. I think he got liquidated a little bit. Let's go check it out. He got just a little bit of liquidated. Okay, here he is right here. Yeah, he must have got liquidated a bit. Or he closed a bit of the position to move his liquidation price. All right, let's check him out. You can see here, this is the ETH long. And then here's the BTC long here. Smoke. Recent fills here. 832, 7 minutes ago, he closed 32 size and took a 21 rack loss. And I fixed the error I was having over here. So beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful start to the day, fam. Beautiful start to the day. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's keep all day, okay, fam? I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this trading bot framework, and I'm not only gonna let you steal it, I'm gonna help you master it in the next 15 days in the Algo Trade Camp. If you are a crypto trader who is ambitious, committed, and persistent, and you're typically good at what you do, but your trading results are just not where you want them to be, well, here's a quick question for you. How would it feel if you could have a trading bot that traded for you for the rest of your life? With or without you logging into the computer each day? You see, I'm just a regular dude, but for the last few years, I've been using trading bots to manage my admittedly low 7-figure personal portfolio, while others struggle with controlling their emotions, staring at the charts all day. You meet me at the Algo Trade Camp, I'm gonna give you my exact blueprint. Look, we've all seen the countless ads, the cliches, the kids in the rented Lambo telling you how to trade. This isn't that. This is a proven trading bot system backed by real data and thousands of hours of research into automated trading systems. I put this system to the test using it to build a swarm of trading bots to manage my own personal portfolio. While I can't give you a plug and play, set and forget and make $1 billion overnight bot, I put my money where my mouth is, and I use this exact framework to build all of my trading bots. But look, you've seen trading bots in the wild, you've heard of successful algo traders, and you hear of quants that have become wildly successful and make crazy money, so you know it's possible to automate your trading. And you're watching this video right now, so I know you're super smart, because searching for a better, more efficient way to trade, that's just something smart people do. And because you're smart, you also know there's a little something extra. You know there's a little piece of magic mixed into all of it. Now, I know what it feels like, dude, not just to not make money trading, but to lose money due to emotions or just my poor human judgment. Everything else I could just work harder at and I would get better, but for trading, for some reason, I could never get over the emotions. The times where I'd be up all night staring at the charts, just hoping it would go my way, just to fall asleep to a liquidation email. When you know you're ambitious and you're extremely persistent, but you just can't figure out the game of trading, and to feel like, dude, I'm never gonna stop trading, but I keep losing. Look, I get that. It's normal for manual traders, hand traders, lose money. Remember, 95% lose. I want to take you from that feeling of losing due to emotions to being a dominant force in the crypto market. I want to help you automate your trading for the rest of your life so you can build any trading bot that you could ever imagine. I will help your trading only if you are step up, challenge and take, and I will help you trading in the next 15 days in the Algo Trade Camp. Here's the big secret you've been waiting for. As a trader from home, only 3 things you need to do to be extremely successful. Number 1, you have to build great ideas. A list of great ideas. Test those to see if they worked in the past. And if they worked in the past, then build a bot with tiny size to make sure they still work in the live market. If you can do all 3 of those things, it's hard not to make money. In fact, I've never seen anyone who has trading ideas, who test constantly and deployed them with tiny size, not have success with algo trading. I just haven't seen it, dude. And here's another fact. One good trading bot can wipe out all bad financial decisions you made in your entire life. And I know this because it happened to me. When you combine these 3 different elements, success isn't only possible, it's repeatable. This is my RBI framework. It comes down to researching, R, backtesting, B, and then implementing into bots, I. And when you make the right decision and you decide to meet me in the Algo Trade Camp, I'll show you exactly how to automate your trading strategy. And if you don't have one, we have hundreds we've researched from PhDs to get you started on your journey right now. And I want to help you automate your trading right now, not a year from now. No, I want to help you right now. If you don't know how to code, don't worry. I didn't know how to code either. I'll teach you step by step in the next 15 days. Listen, I had one bot that did me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't have a big team or an unfair advantage. I'm standing here in a bedroom with a whiteboard behind me. I don't have employees, investors, or any long-term obligations. I'm free as a bird. I don't have a Lambo or some fancy New York City office or Miami office. I'm a simple guy with a simple life. All I do is code with AI live on YouTube, just me, you, my computer, and my whiteboard. Quick story I like to leave out because it's a little bit embarrassing. But when I first got interested in automating my trading, I knew I had to learn to code because it would just be way too expensive to hire a developer to constantly update my bots. Anyways, I locked in for 2 to 4 hours a day until I successfully built my first bot. And then I put 10K in, and over the next 30 days, I watched that 10K go to 0. No wonder I was a losing hand trader. I was trading a strategy that didn't work, a strategy a bot couldn't even figure out. And I was trading it as a human. That day, though, I developed my RBI framework to ensure I only run profitable bots. My RBI framework is simple. Research strategies, R, then backtest those strategies, B, and see if they work in the past. If they work in the past, then implement them with small size, not 10K. Hey, I'm Moondev, and that day, I developed a passion for trading bots and showing my RBI secret I uncovered. You have to test your bots before you run them with $10,000. If you can constantly research new trading ideas, then constantly backtest those ideas to see if they work in the past, and then take those that worked in the past and implement them into a bot with small size. If you can do that, you can't help but become a profitable algo trader. I'm just an independent trader from my bedroom who figured out a better way to approach the market, and I believe code's a great equalizer. If you know how to code, you can build cash flow for generations, for the rest of your life. So the way I looked at automating my trading was I could learn all this, and worst case scenario, I know how to code, and I could get a job for like 100K plus at a tech company. But best case scenario was I could have automated trading bots for the rest of my life. Now that's a solid risk reward if you ask me. Look, I know there's a lot of scammers out there. I want you to look me up, Google me, search Moondev. You can see everything I am saying is true. I have of every single bot I've ever, all for free on YouTube, including that one that made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. But just because for me does not mean it's going to work for you. The number one rule of automating trading is to never run someone else's bot. Just like I got wrecked for $10,000 on my first bot, how would you possibly know if you downloaded a bot off the internet what it does, or when somebody runs it, or when they are hedging. No one will ever give you a profitable trading bot. That's the number one way to spot a scam. So if you're on the internet, YouTube, whatever, and it says a plug and play, make 1 ETH a day or 20% a day, you know that it's a scam. You're about to lose all your money. You see, I'm not the type of guy to hype something up. I just try to transparently build bots that I think will make me money. Seriously, if you're skeptical at all, I have over 1,200 hours of free YouTube tutorials all on YouTube. You can literally go get to know me. I've even hosted interviews with the top quants like Christina Shi. She traded $7.1 billion per day. That's billion with a B. And Dr. Ernest Chan, one of the greatest algorithmic traders of all time after Jim Simons himself. Rest in peace. I've even had the pleasure of interviewing some unnamed Renaissance employees. And we talked about the strategies Jim Simons and his company Renaissance used to use. So I just rebuilt them. And I'm telling you this not to brag, but I'm telling you this because I want you to take it seriously. Because it could change your life like it's changed mine. Think about it. Who's the best trader of all time? Yeah, Jim Simons, the founder of Renaissance. What did Jim Simons do to trade better than everybody else? Yeah, he built trading bots that traded fully automatically. Even today, who's making all the money on Wall Street? Yeah, the trading bot firms. Google it. 2 Sigma, Jane Street, AQR, D, Shaw, Renaissance. Jim Simons died with a net worth of $31 billion. All from automated trading, because Jim was smart enough to realize there's patterns in the market that robots could trade that humans could never. So he essentially executed his own RBI framework for years on end. He once said, in a business like this, you just have to keep making things better and better and better. Essentially always researching new strategies, then backtesting those strategies to see if they worked in the past, and then testing those in the live market. Jim simply executed his system of testing and deploying for years until he was hyper profitable. Look, Jim didn't just become a multi-billionaire. He changed bloodlines and created generational wealth for employees, investors, and of course himself. But not only that, he returned over $100 billion in profits, and he was able to give away $4 billion to charities. How cool is that? Imagine if you could just have a fraction of that impact. The sad truth is most people don't actually want to make money with trading, they just want to gamble. But if you're committed to automating your trading and building out a provable edge, then it's an absolute travesty for you not to embrace these principles. So your trading can finally be as good as you know it should be without human intervention. Now, on this page, you'll see exactly what's covered in the 15-day Algo Trade Camp. If you think this stuff will help you automate your trading, then grab your spot now. And at the risk of sounding bold, and I genuinely mean this, I think my stuff is the best, not because of how much money I've made from my bots, but because there are plenty of people out there who have made a lot more money than I have, but more importantly, I don't think people share any of this stuff. And I believe I explain everything in the most simple manner so you can actually automate your trading as a regular person. I don't care how rich the gurus are. They make trading way too complicated, and no one shows you how to automate it. My goal is to make automating your trading simple so you can do it. So my advice is to grab a general admission or a VIP seat to the Algo Trade Camp, and I highly recommend you grab a VIP ticket because they get lifetime access to the boot camp, and they get access to our inner circle calls, which are every Friday on Zoom with replays available. So you definitely don't want to miss that opportunity. I highly recommend the VIP option. Here's the deal. You can join the masses and you can invest in cheap solutions, or you can invest in something that actually works. So if you're interested in automating your trading, then grab your spot at the bootcamp below, and trust me, you'll want to get the VIP experience. That's where we really roll up our sleeves and make the magic happen. So step up, start the Algo Trade Camp, and to ensure you have absolutely zero risk, I've implemented a 90-day cosmic guarantee, so you don't even have to say yes right now. Just say maybe, sign up. You can watch all of the boot camp, explore all of the back tests, the bots, connect with all of the hundreds of algorithmic traders in there. And if it's not 90 full days in our 90-day cosmic 100% money back guarantee to just test it out. So jump in right now, say hello in the members chat, Me and hundreds of other automated traders are waiting to step on the gas with you. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, fam? How you doing? I actually need to add a couple more sleeps up into this because it's really railing the API here today. So let's go look at combined P&L. Okay. For position and position. Okay, paste that. Where else can we put these? The API calls. Okay, so let's try that out. You can see they're hunting this liquidation here. These two. They're really trying to wreck him. And it is what it is. Good luck to this guy. What's his liquidation point now? It moved. As you can see, the price is here. Let's get to the freshest data here. I'm a data dog. I'm a data dog, and so are you. So here we go. That one obviously didn't work. They don't work every time. So what is this guy's liquidation price? 1716. 1716. This guy got away from liquidation. I mean, he got liquidated a little bit. You can see his size is half now. It was 10, so he just got licked actually. I mean, I would call that a liquidation. If you can see here, he closed recent fills. He closed some more long while I was away. So he's probably done for. Let's go ahead and check this out on the 15-minute here. Yeah, dude, it's too bad for him. Much love to that guy. I hope he makes it back. He probably won't, but you know, just is what it is. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Nice, that looks good. Let's check out his liquidation. So he keeps closing part of his position. I don't know if this is the exchange. I don't think it's the exchange closing it simply because they would have taken the whole position over. But I'm not educated enough to answer that question, unfortunately. I'm just semi-educated. It's all good though. My headphones went out. Can you hear me okay? I think so. Too many calls. Too many requests here. So they're really playing here on Hyperliquid today. Why are they playing with me? Okay, so this guy's getting smoked here. Let's see. Let's see who's next up. Long leg, long leg. Let's see who's close to liquidation. $347 here. 55,000, 330. So no huge licks. I mean, these are the huge ones, but that's a pretty far move now. I think this guy closed some of his position as well. Is it the same person? No. Okay, so you can see here this BTC, this ETH long. No, he hasn't closed any of it, huh? Open long, open long. 954 last night. He's down quite a handsome sum. Current price 1716 is the ETH price that this guy gets smoked at. So let's go check it out. 1716. We haven't seen that price yet. 1716. Maybe we have earlier, but let's go check it out on the hourly. 1716 here. 1716. This is a 1716. $12 million liquidation. 12M lick up. And remember, dude, remember. You've been here for a minute. This is the big boy. This is the big dog right here. ETH Foundation, 1,127. So slowly but surely. Headed that way. Slowly but surely, dude. Slowly but surely. So $12 million liquidation and 100,000 ETH liquidation. So a lot bigger. 100,000 ETH. How much is that? 170 million. $1.12 M. Sorry, 112 million. That would be game over for a minute. It'd be game over for a minute. Damn, dude. They're really killing me on Hyperliquid today with their too many calls thing. 15 seconds. Let's do this every 30 seconds then. And time dot sleep here. Let's put a 10 seconds here. Let's put a 20 seconds here. And let's go look at the positions. Or actually end dot. Cancel orders. Try enter positions.
Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know.
Combined P&L here for position and position. Time dot sleep. 1 second. That should help. 1 full second. Don't tell me I need to do more than that, dude. 'Cause that's a lot. Okay, so I want to go ahead, see what else we can get busy here. We're gonna get busy all day, dude. Why are they killing me, dude? I'm gonna ask this air here. I'm trying to run this on my server, but I'm getting this error over and over again. Is there anything we can do to change the header or do anything in order to make it so we don't get this 429 over and over again? That's killing me, bro. I'm just watching it over here. Error fetching, error fetching. Too many requests, which means we're hitting their rate limits. This is happening because we're running the bot every 15 seconds, which is too frequent for the API. Nah, I don't think that's it, because I just changed it. I already updated the bot to run every 30 seconds, and I put more pauses in it. I'm still kind of running into that error quite often when I'm trying to get the price for an asset as we get the price for multiple assets. Yeah, and it's kind of bogging down my flow. So maybe you can add like 1 second sleeps throughout the code in random spots. Well, not random spots, but anytime we're calling the Hyperliquid API. Okay, so let me go ahead and let her do that. So I'm not doing anything. Why would I code? All right, let's see what she does. You're hitting the rate limit. Yes, I am. It's unfortunate, to say the least. It's unfortunate to say the least. Okay, so let's go ahead here and say wait longer between API calls. Okay, that could be cool. Let's try this out, dude. So essentially, Hyperliquid's being some hoes, and you know, there's nothing else to say about that, dude. There's nothing else to say about that. So let's say down from account because I already changed my account there. Paste it in. Let's try it out. That's hella funny, bro. Hella funny, dude. Okay, how's this working now? It looks like that was a good fix, buddy. Good fix. But I'm also running into this error here. I'm also running into a bit of an error here on grabbing price. This is for BTC and ETH. Can you go ahead and add some more debugs here so we can print out price? It's very interesting. I add more detailed debug price to around the fetch. 2.41% combined P&L.
Don't run with the pack. If everyone is trying to solve the same problem, or a whole group of people, if that's the latest and greatest thing to do, don't do that. Do something original. Don't follow the pack.
Don't follow the pack, dude. Don't follow the pack. The packed out bad. Stay away from the pack. it says it's non-subscriptable, which is weird. We modify the position checking code to better handle the API response and add more debugging to see exactly what it is. Say accept here, accept and I'm gonna go put this on my server so I can get the data back. My data dog. Yes, we here. We love. Weird. You can see my combined P&L is above my P&L, but it didn't go ahead and close the position. So let's see what's going on here. We'll give it 30 seconds, see if it'll close it, but I don't think it did, or it will. So let's see here. Print final stats here. Okay. Main.py. Go to definition. Process positions. Print final stats. Oh, because it's in fetch position. Process positions here. Last bid. Status okay. Symbol sold. Placing long order. Let's go ahead and look at this. It actually went ahead later and just added a third position. Remember, there should never be more than two positions. Should be long and short, one and one. When it hits the combined P&L, it should close the position. If it hits the combined take stop loss, it should also close the position. You can see how it's done in Lick Stat Arb. So Licksat takes the top stop loss. It's only happening when we have exactly two positions. But whenever we have any positions. No, that's not right. I actually only had 2 positions, and it would hit my take profit, and it didn't take me out of the position as it should have. Later, it went on and added a 3rd position, which is super weird. There's a big liquidation opportunity down here. 120, $112 million. Just gonna keep moving it over here. 117 ish. Let's go ahead and read this. I've made several important changes. Changed the order of checks. Fixed the take profit and stop loss. There we go. That should work. Let's see here, dude. Let's go ahead and grab everything from account down. Also, let's change this here. So we should make it so when the bot runs, the first thing it does is it checks the combined P&L. So every time it loops, it checks the combined P&L first before it looks at any of the liquidations and all that good stuff. It's the first thing it should do. So every time it loops, it will do that, and then it will close the position if it hits the TP or the stop loss. Three. All right, so that was a good trade. I've made the following changes. Create a new function, check P&L and close if needed. Runs first thing in cycle. Perfect. Modify the main. Called that first. Now the flow is the bot starts a cycle, immediately checks combined P&L. If TPSL hit, closes all positions, skips rest of analysis, waits for next cycle. If P&L within bounds, continues with liquidation. I'll just keep how it is. It's gonna get very I was gonna change it a little bit more, but I think this will be good. I think it'll be good. Paste. Run it back. Okay. I have a giveaway to do here. So we do a contest each week inside of Discord for the best back test. And today's winners
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
copy link. Link. And Let's see what I have, what type of USDC I have. Because we have two winners here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Tether. All right, so I just posted that in the group chat, our Discord group chat. We essentially have each week we have a backtest contest. And yeah, they won. There are no recordings, but I tend to put them in later days and months of the boot camp. So, for example, last week's inner circle call was added as day 46. This is not always the case, though. Sometimes we do not repost the inner circle calls. So he asked if the inner circle calls, if there's recordings. So every Friday I do an inner circle call. And sometimes I repost them for bootcamp members. I got all the way up to month 4 here. When you join the bootcamp, it says 15 days, but I'm a thug. So I like to over deliver on everything. Over deliver on everything, dude. Not just some things, everything. All right, so I did the giveaway. Oh, I needed to build this damn, again. I think this one's gonna be fire. The what we just launched today, or I launched. I do want to backtest something real quick. And it's gonna be called the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper, my dude. Hyperliquid, bots, backtest. Let's go here and say the Big Dipper. Sol 1000 weeks. Do I have data in here? Of course I got data in here. I'm a data dog. BTC 1 day is what I'm looking for. Crypto data. So I got the 6-hour ETH, BTC 1 minute. I know I got BTC 1 day, but Hyperliquid data, Coinbase data. Don't show my keys, bro. I'm gonna get some data here because I'm a data dog, and you know that. 1 day here. 25 weeks. I want 5,000 weeks if that's possible. Start is too old. Okay, maybe that's aggressive. 52 weeks. I put 50,000. I think that was a little aggressive. Okay, so I'm getting daily data here for a bajillion days of data. And let's go here to crypto data. And in the meantime, I want to use this. Oh, here we go. We got it. 1224 to 1215. Perfect. So this should be daily data for BTC. BTC Coinbase here. Yeah, okay. So I got 1,000 weeks of daily data. So that's like a lot of years. Taylor Gay. 3,000. Okay, copy path. Okay, let's go here to Big Dipper. Just want to find a good example. ADX star maybe. Okay, let's go to Big Dipper. The Big Dipper. Please look at my ADX star here. To see how to format a backtest and then use this data here. The strategy is going to be very simple. I want you to test a strategy that waits for to start. It'll be a 10% dip on this data. So this is daily data, but if I changed it to 4-hour data, then it would be a 10% dip on that bar. So one row is one bar. And the premise will be, or the size will be 1 million. The fee. But it will just use 10%, 10%. So it'd be $50,000 every buy. And I should be able to change that at the top in the constants. And we should also have the optimizer allow for that to be a optimization. So the percentage of capital to buy will be a optimization. Also, the percent dip will be an optimization. But before doing the optimizations, have the original constants print out the regular backtest. So run the backtest and then it will do the optimization. So I'll see both. Did that not work? Hello? Please build me a backtest with this premise here below. There will be two constants that we can change at the top of the code. That will be size. No, sorry. That will be dip percentage. The premise behind this bot is buying X% of capital, which will be another constant. So the size will be 1 million to start, but based on the constant we build, it will be that percentage of capital. So for example, if the percentage was 5%, size is 1 million, then the buys would be 50,000. Go ahead and print out the regular backtest with those two constants and then optimize those two constants as well. Above is daily data, but I'll be able to change it to 4-hour data, 6-hour data, 1-hour data, and so on. There will be no sell method in this.
You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Yeah. Period.
This will be an accumulation only strategy, so there will be no sell method. That's why it's important to make sure that, you know, we have the regular size of 1 million, and then the buy size will be a percentage based constant at the top that we'll later optimize. To start, it'll be 5%. Okay, let's just start there because obviously having a sell method is good, but there's a lot of people in this world that will just buy Bitcoin forever. And if you look at a lot of our back tests, a lot of back tests here, it's hard to beat buy and hold. So that's just facts. It's definitely not impossible. And I can tell you that from experience. But to beat buy and hold of a strong asset like this is okay. Let's go ahead and see what it says. Let's read it out just to make sure it did the correct thing. Perfect. I'll create the Big Dipper accumulation strategy that buys on dips with percentage based position sizing. I'll create this in a new file. I've created a new strategy called Big Dipper that implements your requirements. Here's what it does. Has two main configurable parameters, big or dip percentage, how much of a dip to wait for before buying, default 5%. Position size percent. Calculate a 20 period strategy logic. Calculate a 20 period rolling high. Measures dip percentage. Drops from that rolling high. When a dip specified size is detected, it buys with the specified percentage of capital. Tracks average entry and total investment. Never sells accumulation only. Optimization will test dip percentages from 3 to 20% in 2 steps. Okay, that looks good to me, dude. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. Let's get over to this T-Flow, bro. Let's see if it's easy to pip install these things. I know that it's sometimes hard, so let's double check that I get these right before I get hacked, bro. Pip install backtesting.py. Been here before, of course. Of course he's been here before. He's been here before. Not new to this. I'm not new to this. I'm not new. I'm not new to this. I'm not new. T-Lib. I'm not new to this. I'm not new. T-Lib. I'm not new to this. I'm not new. He's not new to this. He's not new. Could not find. I told you it was gonna be hard. I knew it was gonna be hard, dude. Do hard things. TA-lib. Pip install TA-lib. It's a pain. Installation. This is a different one. But I'm not new to this. Pip install TA-lib. He's not new. Okay, so it's a pain to install, but I'll show you how to do it in the bootcamp. So, I got it over here. He's not new to this. He's not new. What are you using the crossover for? We don't even need that, fam. 67. I get this error, but it shouldn't have a fractionalized size as a million at 5% is 50,000. So that's a little weird to me. A little weird to me. So I've made these changes, round size. Okay. There we go. So backtest, I want to print backtest. Hey, what did I do here? So after running the original pre-optimized backtest, we want to print out the stats. And then we want to go optimize them. So I can look at the stats while it's optimizing. And my original idea was 10%, my nig, so don't be changing that. Already did it. He already did it. He already did it, dude. He already did it. Conectar. Mantener presionando. There we go. Conectando, activar. Ahora no. Oh, it's because my headphones are dead, maybe. The case was dying. See what she has to say. The Big Dipper. Here we go. So you can see here. You can see here I got an error. Also, remember, I still want to do the optimizations. I do. No, actually, I'm just going to delete that. So it's plotting something out and there's an error in it because there's too many plots. There we go. Hey, my nig. Hey, my nig. That's a little fast. So let me just put a time.sleep so Daddy can speed up, catch up. 5 seconds. Sleep, yes. Whoa. Ease up, blood. Import time. There we go. So this is the strat here. Exposure time is 99%. Nice. Return 23%. But of course, dude, of course. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? Because there's nothing better than just buying Bitcoin at the very start. Here we go. This one's 449% return. Annualized return. What are the metrics?
Don't even think about it, bro. Just keep going. Let them find out who it was. They gonna be on you.
So these are the optimal percentage points. 19, Okay, that makes sense though, because yeah, this is why this is kind of a fucked up thing to test. Because I'm putting 10 years of data, and obviously the best strategy is just buy Bitcoin 10 years ago. But you can't go back in time, can you, fell? So dip percentage here, let's say 40. And let's say size percentage here is 30. Okay. And then I want to test it with some different data because that's a silly test. That was a silly test. Let's check it out with just 2 years. So what is that, like 104 weeks? Okay, got the data here. Data dog. 2 years. 24%. Copy path here. Cool. I love answering things that quickly though. I thought this was like a decent idea, but fortunately, that's not. It might be a decent idea when I look at it here on a different time frame because it's been choppy the last couple of years. Okay, so you can see here, return 1.2, trash, 178% return. Let's let it optimize here for a while. So it's just optimizing right now. Here we go. Return 46%. First 178. I mean, this tells you, dude, like a simple strategy like this, it's not going to work. I mean, it works, sure, but it's not that profitable. Let's add another optimization here. Let's add one more optimization and constant, and this will be to sell when there is a take profit. We'll optimize between 40 and 150% in steps of 5. We'll start with 40 as the constant. Go ahead and say accept here. Let's go ahead and see what they did. Just double check. I've added take profit. Okay, perfect. Let's go run this here. See what the first one is. Oh boy. I got this error. I got this little error, shorty. Orders are flying, dude. Who's getting licked next? ETH, BTC, of course. It's all ETH and BTC. Say accept here. Write it back. Okay, here we go. So it's a bad strat. You gotta lose so much that you win. That's it, dude. We're gonna win so much. You're gonna. All right, let's check what this old boy had to say. It's got a lot of optimizing to do. So we're just gonna wait for it to optimize. Dude, that's actually a really good idea as well. I'll be right back. Might take 10 minutes or so to optimize, so I'll be back. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this trading bot framework, and I'm not only steal it, I'm gonna help you master it. In the next 15 days, we'll trade. If you are a crypto trader who is ambitious, committed, and persistent, and you're typically good at what you do, but your trading results are just not where you want them to be, well, here's a quick question for you. How would it feel if you could have a trading bot that traded for you for the rest of your life, with or without you logging into the computer each day? You see, I'm just a regular dude. Last few years, I've been using trading bots to manage my admittedly low 7-figure personal portfolio, while others struggle with controlling their emotions, staring at the charts all day. When you meet me at the Algo Trade Camp, I'm gonna give you my exact blueprint. Look, we've all seen the countless ads, the cliches, the kids in the rented Lambos telling you how to trade. This isn't that. This is a proven trading bot system backed by real data and thousands of research into trading. I put this system to the test using it to a trading bots to manage my own portfolio. I can't give you a plug and play set it and make $1 billion overnight bot. I put my money where my mouth is, and I use this exact framework to build all of my trading bots. But look, you've seen trading bots in the wild, you've heard of successful algo traders, and you hear wants that have become wildly successful and make crazy money, so you know it's possible to automate your trading. And you're watching this video right now, so I know you're super smart, because searching for a better, more efficient way to trade, that's just something smart people do. And because you're smart, you also know there's a little something extra. You know there's a little piece of magic mixed into all of it. Now, I know what it feels like, dude. Not just to not make money trading, but to lose money due to emotions or just my poor human judgment. Everything else I could just work harder at and I would get better, but for trading, for some reason I could never get over the emotions. The times where I'd be up all night staring at the charts, just hoping it would go my way, just to fall asleep to a liquidation email. When you know you're ambitious and you're extremely persistent, but you just can't figure out the game of trading, and to feel like, dude, I'm never gonna stop trading, but I keep losing. Look, I get that. It's normal for manual traders, hand traders, lose money. Remember, 95% lose. I want to take you from that feeling of losing due to emotions to being a dominant force in the crypto market. I want to help you automate your trading for the rest of your life so you can build any trading bot that you could ever imagine. I will help you automate your trading only if you are willing to step up, challenge yourself, and take this challenge. And I will help you automate your trading in the next 15 days in the Algo Trade Camp. Here's the big secret you've been waiting for. As an automated trader from home, there's really only 3 things you need to do to be extremely successful. Number 1, you have to build great trading ideas. Build a list of great trading ideas. You then test those ideas to see if they worked in the past. And if they worked in the past, then build a bot with tiny size to make sure they still work in the live market. If you can do all 3 of those things, it's pretty hard not to make money. In fact, I've never seen anyone who has great trading ideas, who tested them constantly and deployed them with tiny size, not have success with algo trading. I just haven't seen it, dude. And here's another fact. One good trading bot can wipe out all bad financial decisions you made in your entire life. And I know this because it happened to me. When you combine these 3 different elements, success isn't only possible, it's repeatable. This is my RBI framework. It comes down to researching, R, backtesting, B, and then implementing into bots, I. And when you make the right decision and you decide to meet me in the Algo Trade Camp, I'll show you exactly how to automate your trading strategy. And if you don't have one, we have hundreds we've researched from PhDs to get you started on your journey right now. And I want to help you automate your trading right now, not a year from now. No, I want to help you right now. If you don't know how to code, don't worry. I didn't know how to code either. I'll teach you step by step in the next 15 days. Listen, I had one bot that did me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't have a big team or an unfair advantage. I'm standing here in a bedroom with a whiteboard behind me. I don't have employees, investors, or any long-term obligations. I'm free as a bird. I don't have a Lambo or some fancy New York City office or Miami office. I'm a simple guy with a simple life. All I do is code with AI live on YouTube, just me, you, my computer, and my whiteboard. Quick story I like to leave out because it's a little bit embarrassing. But when I first got interested in automating my trading, I knew I had to learn to code because it would just be way too expensive to hire a developer to constantly update my bots. Anyways, I locked in for 2 to 4 hours a day until I successfully built my first bot. And then I put 10K in, and over the next 30 days, I watched that 10K go to 0. No wonder I was a losing hand trader. I was trading a strategy that didn't work, a strategy a bot couldn't even figure out. And I was trading it as a human. That day, though, I developed my RBI framework to ensure I only run profitable bots. My RBI framework is simple. Research strategies, R, then backtest those strategies, B, and see if they work in the past. If they work in the past, implement them with small size, not 10K. Hey, I'm Moondev, and that day, I developed a passion for trading bots and showing my RBI secret I uncovered. duh, you have to test your bots before you run them with $10,000. If you can constantly research new trading ideas, then constantly back test those ideas to see if they work in the past, and then take those that worked in the past and implement them into a bot with small size. If you can do that, you can't help but become a profitable algo trader. I'm just an independent trader from my bedroom who figured out a better way to approach the market. And I believe code's a great equalizer. If you know how to code, you can build cash flow for generations, for the rest of your life. So the way I looked at automating my trading was I could learn all this, and worst case scenario, I know how to code. And I could get a job for like 100K plus at a tech. But best case scenario was I could have automated trading bots for the rest of my life. Now that's solid risk reward if you ask me. Look, I know there's a lot of scammers out there. I want you to look me up, Google me, search Moondev. You can see everything I am saying is true. I have videos of every single bot I've ever built, all for free on YouTube, including that one that made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. But just because it worked for me does not mean it's going to work for you. The number one rule of automating trading is to never run someone else's bot. Just like I got wrecked for $10,000 on my first bot, how would you possibly know if you downloaded a bot off the internet what it does, or when somebody runs it, or when they are hedging? No one will ever give you a profitable trading bot. That's the number one way to spot a scam. So if you're on the internet, YouTube, whatever, and it says a plug and play, make 1 ETH a day or 20% a day, you know that's a scam. You're about to lose all your money. You see, I'm not the type of guy to hype something up. I just try to transparently build bots that I think will make me money. Seriously, if you're skeptical at all, I have over 1,200 hours of free YouTube tutorials, all on YouTube. You can literally go get to know me. I've even hosted interviews with the top quants in the world, like Christina Shi. She traded $7.1 billion per day. That's billion with a B. And Dr. Ernest Chan, one of the greatest algorithmic traders of all time after Jim Simons himself. Rest in peace. I've even had the pleasure of interviewing some unnamed Renaissance employees, and we talked about the strategies Jim Simons and his company Renaissance used to use. So I just rebuilt them, and I'm telling you this not to brag, but I'm telling you this because I want you to take it seriously, because it could change your life like it's changed mine. Think about it. Who's the best trader of all time? Yeah, Jim Simons, the founder of Renaissance. What did